crafty friends. Oh, I'm kind of blurry. Hold on, let me wipe this off. Okay, that's a little better. A little better. Hello, friends. I am so excited to be sharing this machine with you today. And I have not used it, so we are going to see how it works out. Hello, Creative Kim and Vern. I'm so happy you're back again. Charlene and Danny Crafts for you. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to Will It Work Wednesday. Will It Work Wednesday is my weekly crafting session. Typically, I am making something that I've never made before. It's something new that I'm testing out, and I have not tried it to see does it really work. I try it out with you live, and then we see together. We've been having a lot of success. I've been doing this for about 3 months now, and we've had a lot of success. Some projects better than others, but that's neither here nor there. We're trying things out, we're testing them together, and we're hanging out and having a good time. So I'm very happy that you're here. If you're here for the first time, let me know. I'd love to say hello. Hi, Joby and Kristen. I'm so happy you guys are here. Today, I am testing out the new HTVRont A100. Last week, I shared a video where I unboxed and set it up. I must say, setup was very simple. Sometimes when you've got these machines that are multiple machines in one, you've got tools that you need in order to switch out the attachments. They don't really switch out super simple like they say they do, but this one, super, super simple to switch between the attachments. And so I did really like that. I've got a bunch of stuff we're going to test out today. This machine has a regular heat press. It has a mug and tumbler press, as well as a hat press, all in one. I've got a sweatshirt or a hoodie, t-shirt, some hats, puzzle, tumbler, mug. I'm trying out all kinds of stuff today because I want to show you really how all the attachments work. And we're going to see what type of results we're going to get from this all-in-one machine, because sometimes all-in-one doesn't mean it's all great. But we're going to see today. Like I said, I have not used it. So if something doesn't work out today, it could be user error, not necessarily the machine. So we're going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'll answer any questions you guys have. In the description, if you guys do want to get this machine after you've seen it working, there's a link in the description. My affiliate link is there, and there's a $120 off discount code. That's huge. So this machine is $440, $439. So with the discount, it's only $320. And I added up all the different prices for a mug press, tumbler press, and a hat press. You're talking about well over $400. At least $450 for all those three machines. So the fact that this is all three in one and doesn't take up the space of three machines, I think that's beneficial. It might be user error. We just don't know. We just don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to say, something is wrong with the machine necessarily, because it could be me. I am going to come right back. Actually, maybe I have it here. Since I'm doing so many different things, I wrote down all the times that I needed for everything. Oh, this is not the right drawer. I needed my sublimation cheat sheet, so I got the time and temp. But let's see. I'm doing a puzzle. I forgot to I'll be right back. I'm going to get my cheat sheet for the puzzle because I didn't remember the time and temp. Okay. I'm back. Whew, how are you guys doing today? Hi, TNT Events. Welcome. You still need a heat press, auto or manual. Oh, you don't have a heat press, Fern? This might be right up your alley. So let us see. What are you guys working on today? Are you working? I know some of you are working, but you're hanging out with me anyway. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this is the HTVRont A100. I want to make sure we're getting a good view of it. It's very small. Hopefully you guys do not hear any echo. I hear an echo, but I'm hoping you guys don't. Okay. Very small, compact machine. So that's first and foremost. The one thing that I feel like is a little bit of a downside is the size of the heat press. But like I said, it depends on what you want it for. This is an 8 or a 10 by 12 heat press. That is the same size as the large Easy Press, the Cricut Easy Press. Oh, you hear it too? Dang it. Let me try and scoot this over. I think it's too close to my machine. It does not come in blue. It only comes in white. But at least it comes in, you know, a basic color. Let me see if I can switch to my phone because that echo is driving me crazy. Let's see. Let's get out of my iPad. Hold on one second. Okay. We're out of here. Okay, I'm gonna go with the phone. Let's switch to the back camera. Okay. Hopefully this will be better. Let's see this one. Okay. That's even a better angle, I think. Okay. And I don't really hear the echo now. Okay, good. Good, good, good. You need to print a 3D door stop. Oh, I didn't know you had a 3D printer, Charlene. Nice. Very nice. Oh, you can work up. Nice. Your work is casting to the big TV. I love it, Joby. Okay. Cleaning and crying, taking our oldest to college this weekend. Oh, Tasha, I do know that feeling. I definitely know that feeling. You got this, girl. Gonna have a great time. This is what you've raised them for. The plan all along, get them to spread their wings. All right, let me show you first off putting this thing in. So it's got the 3 attachments. This little button right here, you release that and the attachment comes off. Super simple. When you want to put it on, and just snap it back into place. I mean, I don't think it could be easier than that. We're going to start out with our heat press. We're going to do a t-shirt. We're going to do a sweatshirt. And we're also going to do a sublimation puzzle. Okay, 3 things we're working on today for the heat press. So let's go ahead and turn this on. Actually, to start, this little cog right here, we're going to press and hold it. And that gets you into the different modes. So this right now, we're in t-shirt mode. We want to stay in t-shirt mode. So we'll press the start button. And that means we're in t-shirt mode. Then we're going to turn it on. We're at 325. We're going to change the temperature to 315, and we'll do 15 seconds. We're going to be doing a couple HTV things and then a sublimation one to end on this t-shirt. Yes, this press is small, Creative Kim. It is a 10 by 12, so it is the same size as the large Easy Press, handheld Easy Press. But there's a cool feature on this one, so I'm going to show you that as well. You can use this press like this, or you can remove this part and still use it. Oh, you know what? I probably need to plug it in. It is plugged in. So you plug, first you turn it on. Before you turn it on, you have to connect the connector. So each attachment has a little connector over here on the side, and that's what connects to the back of the machine. So I had already connected that because I was already in heat press mode. So that's warming up. It does warm up very quickly. So that is also a bonus. I don't know how simple it's going to be with this hoodie, threading that onto the machine with that hood all in the back. I'm not sure. So we're going to see. If it doesn't work out well, then we'll remove it from the actual press and just use it as a handheld press. So that's what I was saying, is that's a nice feature that it has, that you can use it as a handheld press or connected to the press itself, to the big machine. Let me get my heat gloves. So first off, we're doing just a tank top. Okay, so let's, oops, oh, and that's the thing. I want to always touch this and pull it out. This is hot. It's not super hot yet, but I don't know. I just want to go like this when I pull it. That's not a good idea. So I guess I'm gonna get used to it when I burn myself. But just don't touch that top part. I feel like the drawer is stiff, so it requires a good pull to get it out. And that's why I just want to like touch that and pull, but don't do that. So let's go ahead, thread this through. First thought is the clearance is very small right here. So I'm going to put the top of my shirt through, but I'm trying to not, burn my hands under there. Or you wear your heat gloves. Yes, wear your heat gloves for sure. Wearing your heat gloves is always a good idea. And that's what it said to do in the directions. I read the directions, guys. I just want to point that out. I read through all of it, and I'm well versed now. So that can also help you with this low clearance, threading your shirt through. I find, though, that it's a little bit hard to see your neckline because the clearance is so small. So making sure that your design is lined up can possibly be a little bit challenging. This does pull out, but this is as far as it pulls out. So it's right kind of in line with the front of the press. So the clearance, it's really small. I'm going to say 1.5 inches. Let's see. It's an 1.5 inches, just a barely shy of 1.5 inches clearance. So that's a very small clearance. Please let us know you're right. Kristen, I was like, I gotta get these directions right. I gotta read these. I gotta figure out how to use this machine. So yes, I did read the directions, all of them. Okay. So yeah, I think the clearance is small, but I do think also the fact that it comes off will come in handy with that. So let's do a little pre-press. Oops, I just turned it off. I pressed the on-off button instead of the play button or start button. So let's start it. I'm just going to do a few seconds of a pre-press. And then we shall put our transfer on. And this is, a fairly big transfer. So I kind of wanted to see how large it could do, I need my gloves on because this t-shirt has a little bit of a bump in the back of it. It comes down a little bit low, and I don't want that to mess up with the press. So it does all fit on here. That's good. So I think this is like a 10 by 10, maybe a 10 by 11 design. So let's go ahead and press that. Let me get my Teflon sheet. Thanks, Kristen. This is one of the designs I created for the club. So I think this was February or March or April's design. Okay, let's peel this off. Oh, nice press, nice press. And then we'll do one more little Teflon sheet press. I did read the directions, Jessie. I did. You guys doubt me. I know I did something a little bit different this time. Okay, that pressed very nicely. So this was just a basic t-shirt, thin t-shirt. This was a DTF print. So that worked out well. T-shirt, check. All right. Next up is this hoodie. That is something I am not sure about. Wait, let's see. Their video shows they put wooden box in there. Does it raise up? It does raise up, Kathy. It does. So I will show you that. Hoodie. That's a big old bulky spot that's going to have to go in the back. Let's see, does it fit? So threading it through. And see, I want to put my hand in there to move that string out of the way, but the clearance is very low. I would definitely burn my hand. So you got to wear your gloves in order to make this happen. But let's see if it closes. It does close with the hoodie. So, I mean, it would work. Let's see, will it press down? Is it all the way in? It is all the way in, so it does close with the hoodie. So that is good to know. I'm going to get another heat mat here because I'm actually going to press it over on the side because we can, and I want to show that. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put on my heat gloves. Actually, what I'm going to do is actually put the hoodie down. So let's put the hoodie down right here. So it's a little bit easier to see exactly where the placement is because when it's in there, it's hard to see the neckline. I think that's a little bit of a downside. Yes, I do put hoodies the other way. Like when I'm using my other HTVRont press, I do put the hoodies the other way. But actually, let me see. If I thread it in the other way with all that bulk back there, let's see. Does it close? Let's see if it will close, threading it in that way. Okay, definitely still closes. So you could also do a hoodie this way. All the bulk in the back does not seem to cause it any issues closing. And it's all just bunched up back there. No issue. Okay, but I'm going to lay this on the mat here. And then I've got another DTF print. I'm going to put this one here. Another design from the club. Love to create. Okay, so I'm going to wear my heat gloves. And I'm just going to pop this thing on out of here. So I'm going to hold on to the handles. make sure you guys can see this. Hold onto the handles and push the orange button. It comes right out. And I am just going to set it down there. I guess, let's see what happens if you press start. Oh, it still goes down, so it'll still give you the timer. So it's giving me 15-second timer here. I put it on a little bit sooner than that. But that's nice, so that it goes down as if the heat press is still in there, gives you the timer, and then it's gonna pop back up. So I'm just gonna set it here for right now. And then we'll peel this off. I can't remember. This is a hot peel. Ah, dang. Ah, dang, messed up my thing. Oh my goodness gracious. I have actually never had that happen with my DTF print. I messed up. Well, sorry about that. Dang, it would have been cute. This is a hot peel DTF. I don't think that is the press's fault that it peeled up. That's the DTF. Let me connect this back in place though. I know, that's kind of annoying. Can you even see my E got messed up there? The rest of it was good. Dang it. I was planning on wearing this. I'm gonna have to doctor it. I might have to take off this E. For some reason, this E didn't stick in place. But I really don't think that was the press's fault. Oh, but okay, so that peeled off. I was pressing down on it though, Kristen, but that also, I probably was not pressing as hard because, and you also need to put more pressure with a DTF print as opposed to just HTV. So my bad on that. I've actually never applied a DTF print with the handheld press, so definitely I should have. Was I not holding it? I should have held it in place and pressed on it to get that pressure. So if you're doing DTF, that is good to know. I kind of want to try it with one more. Should we try one more just to see if I hold it in place and it works, if I do that correctly? Because I have another t-shirt and I also have that same print. Maybe we do one more just so we can see it as the handheld work properly. Rhinestones fix everything. You are correct, Shobi. They do. But I do have another print. I'll get that. And we'll just do one more. Okay. I don't have another hoodie, but I have another t-shirt. So let's just do the t-shirt and just see how this DTF works with the handheld press. But let me put my gloves back on. Whenever you are switching out the machine, especially when it's on and hot, make sure you use your gloves because this, not the handles, but this is going to be hot and you definitely don't want to burn yourself. It is nice you can take it off while it's hot and still use it, but you don't want to burn yourself. So let's be safe. Okay, so I'm putting on some pressure. I'm just doing a pre-press. Now we'll put on our design. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Now let's apply some pressure with this one. Okay, and we'll press start. All right, now I'm holding it, putting pressure on. Like I said, I've never done DTF with a handheld press. I'm pretty sure it works, but just never done it. Okay. Do I let it cool? I'm gonna let it cool a minute. I'm just gonna let it cool. Normally I peel it hot, but I'm gonna let this cool. Just in case. Just in case. I do have a tumbler here. Let's do a little tumbler action with it. Cool it off. Okay. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's put our this is gonna make me remember. E plus, one more press just to tack it into place. You do DTF with the handheld press. Okay. So it works. It works. I just got to make sure I do it. Hold it. Okay. Good to go. That one's good. No tearing. I just think I didn't put pressure on it the first time. Whew, all right. Check, check. Let me see. The puzzle needs 350. So I'm going to bump this temperature up to 350. And while we are bumping that up, let's tape our little puzzle on. So this is a sublimated puzzle. So I just kind of wanted to see how it does with sublimation. So I'm sure it will be fine, but just checking it out. So I have to say, I'm excited about this puzzle. My cousin, she loves puzzles. Mentally disabled cousin, but she loves puzzles, but she has trouble with them because sometimes if the pieces look too similar, she can't really put it all together easily. So I loved this design I got on Creative Fabrica because every single piece has a completely different design on it. So I think she's going to have so much success with this one because she'll know exactly where the pieces go. So I'm very excited about this puzzle. I told her, she asked me to make her one, and I've been meaning to make her one and I hadn't yet. So I thought today would be the perfect time to make her puzzle and then I can get it in the mail. But I love that this puzzle has very definite spots of where everything goes. All right, so let's tape this puzzle into place. Have you guys ever made a puzzle? Thanks for that reminder, Kristen. I appreciate you. Okay. Tape it into place. It's already heated up to the right temperature. So right when I get it taped, we'll go ahead and put it on. I need a little bit of blowout paper though. Okay, so excited about this puzzle. All right, let's put some blowout paper down. Definitely do not want to mess up our press. Putting our puzzle in place. And then we're going to fold the paper on top. Make sure that it's all on the press. And we're doing 60 seconds. Let me change the time on here. Let's put that back up. Change the time up to 60. All right, 350. Actually, Is it 350? Yeah, 350 for 60 seconds. Hopefully, sometimes sublimation settings are tricky and you have to test it out. So I've never tested out the sublimation settings with this one. So hopefully the 350 is a good time. We're gonna see. I don't remember I think it was 350 or 365 on my other one. Puzzles are such a fun sublimation project. You did a printable vinyl and poster board. And then what did you do? Did you cut it with your cutting machine, Kristen? That is interesting. I don't know, Kristen. I hope 110 is enough pressure. I guess we're going to see. Tasha, you've done them. They are fun. They are great teacher gifts. And for the kiddos, they're really good gifts for the kiddos. We're about to see if 110 is enough pressure. I don't know exactly what's the highest pressure. I'll check and see what the highest pressure is. It might be like 150. All right, that is done. I like the auto open. That is nice. Oh, 110 was a perfect pressure. Look at this gorgeous color. That turned out so good. I love it. Okay. That is beautiful. So we did 350 degrees for 60 seconds with 110 pressure. That sounds cute, Kristen, the puzzle with the printable vinyl. And then you made a box for it. That's super cute. All right, let me check and see what the highest pressure that it goes. Pressure is here. Oh, 170 is the highest pressure. And the lowest is 50. Okay. I am so excited. This looks so good. It's so bright. She's gonna love this puzzle so much. I can't wait to send it to her. And she's gonna be able to do it. Every single piece has a spot. I mean, obviously every piece has a spot, but it's gonna be easy for her to distinguish where each one is. So excited. All right. Everything is looking good so far. We are going to switch out to our next machine, our next attachment. Hi, Geneva. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so what we are going to do, what am I going to do? I am going to, basically, if you've got this press and you want to switch out and use it, you're going to take off the this mat. I have an extra mat, so I would probably just use that, but I want to show you what you would do if you were using it. So you take off the mat that's on the bottom, set that over there. We're going to turn the machine off. We're going to disconnect the connector here. And then we're going to do our orange release. And then we're going to set it over here. Okay? So we're going to set it on the heat mat, set it off to the side. Next up, how about we try the hat? How about the hat? So first up, hat. It's got the connector there. We're going to attach it first. And it's got the same attachment as the other one. All three of them have the same attachment up top. So it's got two little tabs there. You push them. Locks into place. Okay. And then we will plug in the connector. Then we will also go into our mode. So the little cog there on the bottom, press and hold. and we're going to press it again. Next up is mug. Next up is hat. So we're going to say, yes, we want to do the hat. So we're going to push the set button, and you'll see it starts to move up in order to make room for the hat attachment. Okay, so it moves all the way up. Then we've got the bottom hat attachment. There's little notches there, tabs that go into this bottom section here. So it goes in like so, twists and lock into place. How simple is that? So now it's ready to go for a hat. I'm telling you, I think that the attachments are incredibly easy. The fact that you don't need a screwdriver, a hex, Allen wrench, or any of those things, that's very appealing to me. So the hat press is ready to work. So now we'll turn it on. And we're going to drop the temperature back down again to our 310. And we're going to drop our time because we're doing another DTF print. Drop it down. I'm going to take this out so I can show you guys just this side. So there's a lever over here on the side. Your hat goes on like this. Let me make me bigger so I can show you how it works. So this is the back of the hat press. The hat goes on like this. The back of your hat is back here. Oops. You're going to pull this lever down to kind of lock your hat into place. It's hard for me to do with one hand, and it's hard for me to show you without it sitting on there. But that locks your hat into place so that it stays nice and doesn't shift when you're pressing. And then when you take it off, put the lever up, and then you take your hat off. So we'll put this back on our press. Turn it into place. We're going to set our hat on and push the lever down so that the hat locks into place. I would prefer the hat stay all the way on this mold template. What do you call it? On the press part. I feel like it falls back a little bit. I want it to stay right here, and I don't feel like the lever holds it completely in place for exactly where I want it to stay. But we'll see how it presses and see if it's an issue. So I've got my DTF print here. I'm going to tape it into place. I always like to tape my hats into place just so that they don't shift. Because sometimes they do. And then you got a crooked design on your hat. Okay. Let's see how it works. Let's see. So we're going to push it in. All right. And then start. Huh. All right. It's starting. Let's see how it works. It's doing 15 seconds. And then pop some back up. Pull it out. I'm going to wait for it to cool just a moment, and then we'll peel it off. Getting the hat on those just right is always my issue. I feel like my other press that I have, the other hat press, really locks it into place pretty securely, and I don't really have any issues. So that's why when I tested this one out, just putting this hat on, I felt like it didn't seem like it was exactly where it should be. But I think, let's see, did it press like it should? It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. This is my friend's construction Let me do one more press on it though. Lock it into place. Get my little Teflon for hats. I'm gonna do one more press. Huh. It's pretty good. Hat attachment good for designs on sleeves. I have actually never done it on a sleeve. I think I've done it in the neck of a shirt. Look at that. It's beautiful. That worked really well. Wow. I'm going to try one more. I had one more little crafty challenge hat I want to try on. Let's put it on. Let's see how. Let's see here. Take this on. This is cute. A little pink crafty challenge hat. Actually, I don't know if this should have tape on it. I don't know. This is like a little patch thing. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up. We'll see. But I do need to cover it. We'll see. I don't know. I like this. I like this. Can you use the height for the heat press? Oh, can you use that height for the heat press? Yes. I don't know. I say yes. I know it's got custom settings, so you can do custom heights. But let's see if the attachment will come down. I don't know if the press would come all the way down if you've got it this high. So we'll see. Okay, that worked. I didn't bother getting stuck on. Look at that hat, the Crafty Challenge hat. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm impressed. I was ready to not be impressed with this hat because I was like, I don't know if that's gonna hold it right. I'm impressed. Let's see. I see it didn't leave that annoying outline that most hat presses do. There's a little bit of an outline, Danny. Let's see if we can get in close. There is a little bit, but it's not dramatic. Actually, there you can see it right there. There you go. A little bit. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad. I am so impressed. I'm just going to do this last one because my friend wanted this last hat. Shoot, this hat press got me making hats really fast. So let's just make one more before we switch to our mug press. Huh. This is nice. So it looks like we can change the pressure. So maybe I'm going to see if I knock the pressure down just a little bit. Will there even be less of an outline from the press? So let's bump it down a little bit. Okay, let's see. Pressure, it's on 110 right now. Let's bump it down to, I don't want it to be too low for our press. We'll do 70. We'll do 70. Let's see if it leaves even less of an indentation for that. You're impressed with your heat press. I am. I am impressed with my heat press. I was ready to not be impressed with that hat press, but I like it. I like it. I like it. I love puns, Vern, so I'm all about that. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, there's a little bit, but it is less. But let's see if my transfer got almost 70. It did indeed. It did indeed. So that was 70 pressure, and that was a DTF print. So it does need, a little bit higher pressure, but it went on just fine. Okay. I like it. I like it. No, there's not a reason, Kristen, just that I didn't, just that I forgot. That's the only reason. The reason is I forgot to pre-press the hat. Usually I do pre-press. So, sorry, I forgot. Okay, so win. There's definitely less of an indentation with lower pressure on the press. I was looking the other day, like changing the pressure. So you can change the pressure on the heat press and you can change the pressure on the hat press. You cannot change any pressure on the mug press. I did check that out the other day. So we are going to try the mug press. This is like really, really nice. Really, really nice. Okay. Now let's try the mug and tumbler press. See how it goes. All right, so we're gonna turn it off. Vern, I feel like this might be. The only thing I was concerned about is the size of the press. The 10 by 12 seems a little bit small, but you're using a 10 by 12 with your easy press. So you're definitely upgrading with the fact that it's automatic and you don't have to worry about holding it in place. And the fact that if you need to, you can take it off of the machine and still use it. So I think it could be good for you, Vern. All right, let's take this one off. And then we're going to put on our gloves and take off the hat press part. Let's set this over on this side. And then we'll undo. And then we'll take this. So we're going to press the orange. Snaps right off. I'm telling you, that is convenient. Okay, last one. So this one connects just a teeny bit differently because if you just try to push it in, it doesn't. Oh, it does. It fits right on. Oh, because it's higher. It's higher right now. When it is in the mug and tumbler press, this lowers down. Let me do that first so I can show you guys. Because right now it fits because it's in the higher position. But when I tried the other day, it did not go in that easily. So we're going to press the mode button again. We're going to go on over to mug and then start. And it's going to come down a little bit. And then you'll see it doesn't fit under there. This one, you push down. I'll show you close up. It has two sides here. Those press down. So that gets you to get under that little spot right there to get in the area that you need to get. And then you just pull up and then it's locked into place. Yo, this is easy. Oh, you don't have a handheld press, Jesse? Or do you have a regular press, Jesse? Do you not make anything with the press? Maybe you're a paper person. Hubby is going to know I talked to you today when this comes, Courtney. He told me I can't talk to my craft pusher. You're like, but it's so good. It's a 3-in-1. It's a 3-in-1. I'm saving us money. I could go out and buy 3 things, but I'm only buying 1. All right. And then we're going to connect. Man, this is so simple. Okay. First up, let's try. Let's see. Let's do. They're both about the same. So mug is 380, tumbler is 375. So let's turn on the machine. We are going to go with 375. And we're going to go for 70 seconds. Okay. Oh, you've got a regular press. Okay, Jesse. That makes sense. I'm like, what are you doing? How are you making stuff? Yeah, I started out with a handheld press. So that was my beginnings. You don't have a hat or a tumbler press at all. See, this would like 3-in-1. I think this could be beneficial. I feel like this press is not for everyone. Like, to be honest, I don't know that this press is for me because I feel like I need a bigger press. I like my 15 by 15. So dropping down to a 10 by 12 for me, I think would be a drastic change in how I work. I already have a mug press, a tumbler press, and a hat press. So for me, it wouldn't really make sense. And if you've already got all those things, I don't think it makes sense for you to get this unless you're trying to downsize your machines. So then I can see like, oh yeah, that makes sense. This takes up a lot less space than my 3 machines. But if you don't even have these machines, then I do think this could be a really good option for you to get into having these machines. So I think, it depends on what your goals are, what you're looking for, whether or not this is right for you. Still love the press that I won, or I would still be with the handheld thing. Yeah, the handheld is convenient. Bye, Tasha. Have a good rest of your day. Stop crying. Okay. Volleyball season is starting, so I'm going to do a tumbler with volleyball today. Let's go ahead and wrap this in place. Now, I never tape off the bottom of my tumblers. It's just a personal preference. I prefer having a nice clean line along the bottom. So I normally have, actually, I'll show you. I normally have a white edge along the bottom of my print because that is what I like. Burns, and I feel like this would be great for you then. Small amount of space, wanting to make all the things. I think that this is like the absolute solution for you. And now that I'm seeing how the stuff works, I don't know, I'm impressed. Let's see how this tumbler and mug press works, and then we'll make our final decision, okay? Then we'll decide if this is really what we need in our craft room. Because this will let us know. I'm gonna go around the top. I'm gonna fold in the top. I normally don't do this, but let's do it today and see. Let's do it today and we'll see what happens. Oh, almost out of tape. I'm sure I've got more. I better have more because I got a mug to do. I got a mug to create. I didn't even know that this thing did mugs. I thought it was only tumblers, but they sent me a whole thing of mugs. So I was like, oh, I guess it does mugs. I had no idea. So that was a happy surprise. Personally, don't care for the tumbler attachment with my heat press. Don't like the extra work for a full wrap. What do you mean the extra work? What tumbler press do you have, Kristen? Or is it the one where you got to unscrew all of the stuff, like 6, 8 screws, and then switch out the attachment and then screw them all back in? I have that one. I have that one. So if that's one you're talking about, I get it. All right, so that is good. Okay, so we've got 375. 70 seconds. So with the tumbler, we're going to start on one side and flip it to the other side. I am going to put the open side in here just so it's easier for me to flip it. And the way I do tumblers all the time, I always start with the tape facing me and then I flip it to the tape facing away from me, because if I get talking or not paying attention, then I always know if I'm on my first press or my second press. So that's just my trick for doing tumblers. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in here. Should I use, I don't usually use blow-up paper, but should I? Should I? I'll use it just in case this bleeds through. Just in case. This paper doesn't usually bleed through my mugs. I never wrap my mugs, but I don't know. Let's just do it. Let's just do it just in case. Let's see. The StarCraft's Silver Swingaway, no switching stuff out. Not very fun. Oh, the go-to craft that automatically rotates. Oh, yeah. I have the go-to craft too. That's a nice one. Actually, I'm just gonna put a piece of tape here, so it will just stay in place when I do that. Okay, let's go ahead, put this in, and we will press start. All right, it presses on into place. It doesn't have any pressure changes. That's kind of nice. It's automatic. We're gonna see how good it is. So at 70 seconds, we're gonna flip it around to the other side. Let's see, someone do one press with that press. With this press, that they didn't have to flip it? I don't know. I was going off of what I typically do heat presses, but this one does seem to seal it all the way. There's no gap for real. So it is possible that it doesn't need to be flipped. Interesting. Maybe should I try it? We'll flip it this time. I do have an extra tumbler. We can see if I'll print this design out again, and we can see maybe if we don't have to flip it, and we'll see if there's a difference between the two. We could try it. That's what we're doing today, just trying it. Okay, so it pops open. Let's flip it around to the other side. And then we're going to press it again, 70 seconds. Okay. Kristen, you always overcook your tumblers with your heat press attachment. That's annoying. But have you just switched the time? Have you switched it down to? Kristen, I didn't read all that. I read the setup instructions. Now you guys couldn't expect me to read everything. The interesting thing is I was prepared to read everything. I really was. But this doesn't have how to use instructions. It only has how to set it up. So that's how far I got. And then it says the video guide here and user manual. The user manual took me to HTVRont website. So it didn't seem like that was the instructions. Oh, you just use your go-to and don't have to worry about it. Yeah, that's nice. The go-to is very nice. They produce good prints. All right, let's set this off to the side. Set it off to the side. I'm gonna let it cool. Okay, and then let's try a mug press. Let's see. I didn't do any what do you call this? Lint roller with my tumbler. I should have. I didn't. I'm gonna do it with the mugs. I'm gonna do it with the mug, just in case we don't have any blue dots on it. Oh my gosh, I made this design. I think it's so funny. Running out of flocks to give and a little flamingo. I like it. Yeah, Kristen, I mean, me reading directions is already a jump. For them to be hidden on the website, now you know that's not happening. Make them visible. So we're just winging it today with how to use it. So I didn't look to see, does it do you have to flip it? You're my super sleuth though, Kristen. Maybe you can look and tell me. All right, let's tape this into place. And then we'll tape this side.
It has been a long time since I have made a mug. A very long time. We shall see how this mug works out. Okay. It said, I mean, they sent me a mug, so it's got to be able to make mugs, right? And I will use another. I use a piece of paper. I use a piece of paper. I'll just tape that on. Okay, let's see what we got here. Nope, that's just falling off to the side here. Okay, so, let me see. Mug needs 180 to 240 seconds. 380 to 400. Can't remember what I normally do mugs. Oh, it's not even going up to 400. Huh, that's interesting. It will only go up to 390. Huh. All right, it's telling me, look, you don't need 400 to do a mug. I guess not. So it does have some time and temp stuff for embroidered patches, DTF, puff, flock, all of that. But we're gonna do 200 seconds. Let's switch that to, let's see how high the timer goes. We've got 200 here. Okay, it's got 200 seconds. Is that what we need? Okay, so let's let that warm up, and then we will do our mug. Tumbler. It's cool to the touch, so let's take this off while we're waiting on that. While we're waiting on that, let's take our switch. 375, 245. All right, Kristen. 375, 245. Let's do it according to the directions. Oh, 400 seconds. Wait. Okay. Is that all right? 400? Oh. Huh, that's not the direction. That's not what I was normally using. Okay, well, let's. Thank you, Kristen. Whole lot of time. Okay. 375, 400 seconds. Okay, we've got it set. Let's, while it is warming up, oh, looky here. Y'all, I am feeling this. I'm feeling this. Look at that. Let's see, is the lighting better over here? Look at that. It looks good. Volleyball mom ready for the volleyball games. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with this press, y'all. I wasn't sure if I was going to be. I was ready to let y'all know, like, I don't know, 3-1, I don't know. I'm impressed. So far, so good. So, I mean, hoodie, t-shirt. We've done a lot of stuff. Hats, tumbler. I mean, one machine for all this? Man, oh man. Okay. Let's put this mug in here. Oh, 60. No, there is no pressure for this one. So it's just got to be automatic. So let's try it out. I have more mugs and I have another press just in case it doesn't work. That paper doesn't want to stay there. Okay, so let's put it in. Okay. Hopefully it's good. I feel like I should have maybe shifted the handle a little bit more. I don't know if it's gonna get all the way to the edge of my design, but we shall see. We shall see. I'm excited. I'm excited. Like I said, I added up everything. So this machine, $440. You take off the $120 coupon with my discount code, $319 is your final price. The regular press, you're looking at probably like 150, at least 140, 150. A tumbler press, probably 150, 160. And then a hat press, 150 to 170. So that's a lot compared to 319 for 3 presses. I think I'm impressed, guys. I think this is a good one. If you're in the market for a new press and you want a small compact machine that has 3 things in one, really 4, because it's a mug and a tumbler. So we shall see how this mug turns out. Mugs can be tricky sometimes. I've made a mug in a long time. I like the automatic feature. Man, I can't believe we made all these things with one machine. And the fact that it is so like just push and click into place to replace all of the things. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Order Burn. Wait, Burn, did you get the discount code? I hope you got the discount code. You know I want to help you save your coins. It is in the description. So hopefully you looked in the description and got it. If you didn't, cancel it and then order again. What is my discount code? Is it CBrick 120? Is that what it is? Let's see if this works for me. I really hope it works for you. I think it could probably work for a lot of people. I wasn't sure about this machine, but wow. Wow. Especially seeing it. Oh, Brick 120. That's the discount code. Okay, good. You got it. I'm like, save that money. That's a big discount code. $120. Okay, good. Glad you got it. Yeah, I just wasn't sure how this 3-in-1 would be. But I'm impressed. Today is the first time that I am using this machine. So you're seeing firsthand like how simple it is. I really did not think the hat press was going to hold it in place nicely, but it did. Huh. Yes, let me know, Vern, for sure. I'm so happy that now you've got all the things and it's not going to take up too much space. I feel like you'll probably keep it stored with the heat press on it. So a heat press attached. So you just have that footprint. And then with the mug press and the hat press, it doesn't take up too much space, you know? Definitely a little bit, but not too much. Mugs take a long time. Ceramic takes a minute. Mugs are fun. I hope I remembered to mirror. I think I did. This one was cute too, a teacher one that I printed out. I decided to print out 2 just in case one didn't work and we really wanted to try it again and see how it was. I printed out another one just in case. I'm excited for you, Vern. That's going to be awesome. So we've been on here for a minute. I don't think anybody said early on that they're here for the first time catching one of my lives, but are you here for the first time at Will It Work Wednesday? The user manual keeps going back to where you initially can click on it. I just did not really see the user manual. So where'd you go, Kristen? You went to the HTVRont website and then just for this machine, and then you got the user manual? I had trouble, so I was just like, well, I guess I don't need a user manual. I guess I'll just figure it out. Oh, you need to make some shirts. Perfect. Hopefully it's going to come quickly and you're going to have the machine. You need to make shirts. Good thing is, I mean, if you're making even large shirts with this machine, typically, even with a 4X shirt, it's going to be 11 to 12 inches wide. So if you're doing 11 and a half inches wide, you could still fit it on this press just as long as it's not too tall. So it just depends on your design, but you might have to do 2 presses. Just you clicking things to get it. So I think that's a little bit of a downside. I don't feel like it's super simple to find the directions. Kristen's our super sleuth, and she had to click through some things to find it. In this user manual, it says, well, let's see, this was the quick start guide. So the quick start guide on the first page, it gives you the user manual, video guide, and community. And when I clicked on user manual, it took me to HTVRunt's website. It didn't necessarily take me right to the user manual. So I would prefer a direct link to the user manual just so I can know how to use it and I don't have to wing it. I mean, I don't have a problem with winging it. Obviously, we were winging it the whole thing today. So it worked out. But for those that don't like to wing it, I would like to know exactly where the user manual is. So I would say that's my only downside. Okay, 8 seconds. 8 seconds. 6 seconds. 6 seconds. 6 seconds, Courtney Fresh, you're on. On. All right. All right. Got burned. Oh, it's hot, hot. Smoke is just coming off of it. Burn the paper at the top. Okay, I'm gonna let it sit for a moment. But I can see the design through the paper, so that does mean that it's sublimated. So I believe it's good. But let's just leave the paper on, let it cool, so we don't have any ghosting, shadows, and that we're good. I am so excited for this. Where are the other? They gave me a whole package of mugs. Maybe I can make one more mug while we're waiting on this thing. Maybe if I put the oh, here it is. See if I shift the handle, if I can shift the handle while it's closing, just to make sure it's in the right spot. Do this cute little teacher design. Looks slightly overcooked. We're going to see. We're going to see. Because it definitely did burn the paper. It's not necessarily burned down here. It's just burned at the top, though. But the bottom doesn't look like it's burned. So we'll see. Maybe we don't need 400 seconds. Possibly. Okay, on the HTVRont site, this particular product, scroll down, click to learn more just before the FAQs. Okay. So that's where you'll find the user manual, how to actually use this machine. Good information to know for those that really love directions. Those who are not like me. Oops. Oh, the 400 seconds was from the HTVRont site. Okay. So I guess we shall see. We shall see. Maybe I'll see how it looks first and then try another one. Let's see if it is overcooked. Let me try to see the other side. It does not look overcooked. I'm trying to see, does the top look like it didn't press all the way at the top? It looks a little faded around the top right there. So it might be a little overcooked at the top, because that looks a little brown instead of black. And like definitely a little more brown instead of black, like at the bottom. So a little overcooked at the top towards, so that was, it was in that way. So a little overcooked towards the middle. But okay, so 400 seconds. I'm gonna drop it down just a tad. We're gonna try how about 330 seconds. So drop it down a little. Yeah, you can't really tell. You can't really tell. It's just a, I can see it because I'm closer. It is a little bit brown at the top. I'm gonna try this one at the 340 or 330. And I want to try and hold the handle as it's closing to get it a little more centered right in the middle. Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This has been a joy. I swear, I was laying in bed last night, so excited to try this out because I've had it for a week now and I have not used it at all. So this is very exciting. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. A little overcooked on the top. Running out of flocks to give. So cute. It is still hot. Yeah, I was just laying in bed last night thinking, like, I really hope that this machine works well. Because you just never know, you know, when a new machine comes out, if it's going to be good or if it's going to be a flop. So I wasn't sure, and I'm pleasantly surprised. To be honest, everything that HTVRont does, I have to say, has been good. So that's why I definitely accepted. When they asked if they could send me this machine, I was like, you know what? I feel like this will be a popular thing because 3-in-1, like that sounds really, really appealing. And I love their products. So I was like, yes, you can send it to me and I will try it. But I was still a little bit skeptical because I just wasn't sure if 3-in-1 would be good. But HTVRont came through again. I'm telling you, since that first HTVRont auto press, I got that one. I shared some feedback with them, and I'm sure some other people did as well. And they listened and they changed some of the features on that machine. Like the fact that the first auto press couldn't go, I don't remember the time limit, but it wasn't enough to do like slate and ceramic projects. It didn't go, maybe it didn't go past like 130 or something. I can't remember. But whatever, they made it go a lot longer for the time. They increased the clearance on the machine because the first one was really, really small. And those were some of the features that they changed. And I think that it's nice that they listen and update their products based on what their customers like or don't like. I have not tried their DTF machine because it only works with Windows and I've got Mac and I just don't want to buy a new computer just to work with the machine. So I just haven't tried that. But I feel like I'm always impressed with HTVRont. So yeah, once again, they have come through. So we're going to test out this last one. We've had a lot of success today. Hats, tumblers, t-shirt, sweatshirt, puzzle. Sweatshirt didn't work because I didn't put any pressure on it. So I advise against that. If you're using DTF and you've pulled the heat press out to use it in handheld mode, you need to apply some pressure. So I think that's the only thing that didn't work, and that was my fault. So yay. Yeah, Verna's Mac users have sometimes we get left out. They don't include us in all this stuff. Yes, I will try another tumbler with one press. Let me print out the design. Let's print this one out. Hopefully my printer is good. Yesterday it was giving me trouble. It kept saying it was offline and it wouldn't get online. Okay, it's coming. Good. And I do have another tumbler. Let's get that. Oh, their mini press would actually turn off. Oh, I haven't tried their mini press. I didn't know that it wouldn't turn off. All right, not a tumbler press. This one does turn off automatically. So if you leave it on, it does have that safety feature. I forgot to include that. All right, another tumbler press. I'm going to do the same exact design just so we can compare the two. Y'all, I have made a mess in here today. There's stuff all over. It's worth it though. We did a lot of testing. Okay, printing this out. We will try that. One more tumbler press. Oh, let's take this out. We'll set that aside. Well, even with the 330, it still burned the tops or the paper. So that just might be inevitable. Let's see how it looks with the black, because there is some black on that one also. So hopefully it didn't turn out brown. And this was $375. Okay. Let's press our, get our tumbler in place. So this is a test of, do we have to flip it? We are going to try not flipping. So I think we're going to do 140 seconds instead of 2 times 70. We'll do 140 seconds and see what that does for us and not flip it. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty good. What I am going to do though is, instead of putting my tape on the front like I always do, I'm going to put it on the back, because that's where the seam is. And if there is a gap in our press, that is where the issue would be. So I'm going to put the seam on the back of the press since we're not flipping it. And we shall see how it works. We just need to switch the time. Okay, let's switch our time to 140. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to see was using the custom settings. What happens if we're using the custom settings and the heat press? Like, can you make it higher? We'll see that. This, I want you to stay. I'll just keep taping down below. Okay. Let's go ahead and set this in. I'm going to put the tape towards the back. 140 seconds. Put that on in. Press play. Okay. Yeah, the auto turn off is very good, especially for me because I have forgotten on more than one occasion to turn off my machine. All right, let's try this mug. Oh. Get my tweezers back. Perfection. It looks very good. Very, very good. All right. So this was 330. Let me check the top. I'm trying to see, does it look, I don't think so. I don't think it's burned at all. Okay, so that was 330 seconds. What was that? 330 at 375. Perfection. Wow, mug, tumbler, and all the other stuff. I'm just so impressed. Wow. Okay, so we are not flipping this. So it already got to the 70 seconds, and we're not going to flip it. And we're going to see how it looks. I'm so glad that I had some tumblers. Because at first I was like, I'm not going out to buy any tumblers. They only sent me mugs. I'm just gonna make a mug. But then I happened to have some. So it's like, perfect. I didn't have to go out and get anything. This works. Yay. I'm so happy to share this with you guys. For real. I knew that I was like, I just feel like people might like this. And that is a very interesting concept, 3-in-1. So I'm happy I said yes to this. All right, well, let us see. All right, it's coming out. Let's let it cool for a moment. I'm going to turn this off. And we want to check out the custom settings, see what that means. I don't really know. What shall we do? I guess we'll take this off. Disconnect that. I guess we'll take this off. It's this way, the orange button. Okay. I need somewhere to set it. Set that over here. Set this here. Very hot. Okay, let's see what custom does. Okay, custom is the last one. It's after the hat setting. So press the start button. I don't really know what it means. So it's in custom. So I guess now we turn it on. Or what do we do? What do we do? Oh. Okay, so custom I'm pushing the up and down arrow. Being in the custom setting allows you to change the height. So I wonder, that's probably how they did the box. So let's put the heat press back on. Okay, I'm gonna put the mat on. 4 little tabs down here. Do I have a box of some sort that we could test? Maybe even this. We'll try this. I'm not gonna leave it on there so it burns. I'm just gonna see, can we go this high? Okay, let's see. I don't know, guys. So now I would think I'm gonna turn it on. So we've got it set. Oh, okay. So then I pushed play after I. Okay. Yes, plug it in, Jesse. Plug it in. Yes. Okay. So I set it to the height that I wanted it set. I've got this big box in there. Let's turn it on. Okay. And let's see what happens if we just press start. Oh, the box is a little too flimsy. So it was pressing, but it's smashing the box. Let me get something. Do I have a wooden box? It looks like it will work, but let me see. Do I have something that's not going to smash? Something thicker. I'm looking. Oh, what do I have? How about this thing? How about if I wanted to press something on this tissue box? Let's see. Okay, so I gotta turn it off first because I need it to be higher. So let's go into settings. I'm still in custom. Custom play. Is that right? No, sorry. Settings. I'm in custom. What did I do before? Isn't that what I did before? No, I don't know. I have to maybe this wasn't plugged in before. Let's try again. Okay. I don't know what I did. Set. No, it's not going up and down. Did I break it? Custom. Okay, I did it again. Heat plate connector is disconnected. Okay, so I'm going. That's as high as it goes. That is not really. That's too high of a thing. I don't have anything solid. Okay, so I got it to work. Oh, how about just some books? How about some books? Sorry, I'm looking for stuff. Be right back. Okay. Got something kind of thick. Okay, let's go down this far. All right, let's see. Now I'm gonna press the play button. That means it's set. So now we'll press on, and now we'll just see what it does. Oh, yeah. And then, okay. So you can press things that are incredibly thick. You couldn't press this on a regular press. Okay, that takes it up even a higher notch. That's on another level. I didn't know that. Okay, so that's what the custom setting does. Dang, that is a game changer. But I mean, let me see how thick this is. That's crazy. That is almost 3 inches thick. 3 inches thick. And it can press that. The box didn't work just because it was not solid enough and it was squishing it. But okay. So it has 4 modes. Hat press, tumbler press, heat press, and then custom. And that custom is a game changer because it means that you can do even more stuff. So in order to get it into custom mode, we'll do that again. So you have to unplug the connector, press and hold the mode button, and I think I need to go out because I had the machine off. I think you need to go back out and go back into the custom setting. So I just scrolled through all the settings, and then you can move it up and down. And once you get it, you push the set button, the triangle, and then that is set for that height. Then you can turn it on. Wow. Page 3 of, oh, Kristen, is that what you said? Page 3 of the quick start guide? You guys don't come for me for the absolute definite instructions. You come for me for the try it out and see mode method. We try it out and see. Why do I not see it? Mode switching. Oh, height adjustable for thicker substrates. Oh, for custom mode. Oh, right there for custom mode. Okay. So Vern, it's in it's in the instruction manual, Vern, okay? So just check it out. You can do things like footballs too. Because you could use the hat press. Dang, this thing is impressive. Wow. What do we have? Oh, we're checking our tumbler. So we're going to check on the tumbler too. Man, this is really cool. This is cooler than I thought. So we found out even something new today. I don't have any curved substrates to share. Do I have a football or a basketball? Something. I might have a volleyball. Maybe we'll get a volleyball so you can see what it looks like. Okay, I do not think this pressed the same. No, it didn't. So let's see if you can see it. I'm not sure that you're going to be able to tell. This one is the one that we didn't flip. Look at, I don't know if it's even showing up on here very much. This one is just a little more faded. This one. A little more faded than this one. Like you can tell right here. compared to that side. The one press is a little bit more faded. So I recommend flipping. It's not all the way around, but oh, like here, look at that compared to this one. It's definitely not as dark. So this is no flipping. This is flipping. Okay. That's a pretty big difference. So now we know I say flip it. That's what I'm thinking. Basketballs or volleyballs, I think you might be able to. Yeah, flip it for sure. Okay, but now we know. We tested it out. I tested it, so you didn't have to. You didn't have to ruin your blank. Flip it. 70 seconds, flip it. 375, 70 seconds, flip it to the other side. The fact that it can press so thick is a game changer, right? You're not able to press in your Heat Press Nation Signature Series because, which was very expensive, and you can't press everything because you're certainly not going to be able to press 3 inches. This is serious, guys. I don't know if I'm just really curious. I'm gonna go get a ball. Okay. I'm gonna just go get a ball so we can see will it even fit in there. Okay. I don't think I have a football, but let me go grab a ball just so we can see. Okay. Since we're just testing things out. But my computer's about to die. I need to plug it in. Do I have a charger over here? Okay. I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna go get a charger and I'm gonna go get a ball. Okay. Hold tight. I'm coming back so we can do some more testing. Okay. Got a ball. I don't know about that. It might be too big, but let me plug my computer in. And let's see if this ball can happen. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. All right, we're going to go to mode. We're doing custom. Got to scroll through. It doesn't work if the machine is off and you turn it on and you're in custom, it doesn't start going up and down. So you need to scroll through. Let's see how high we can go. That says high. Is that as high as we can go? I thought the hat press went higher than that. Let's switch to the hat press. Let's get out of that. Okay, hat press. Let's see. Oh, it's as high as it goes. Okay, I don't know if I don't think a ball's gonna work. I really found it went higher than that. Oh, but I'm also in this mode. Let me move this stuff. I got my heat press on here. Yeah, remove the pad, remove the heat press. Okay, let's move this over. I am running out of space here. Okay. Take that off. Okay. Now let's check it out. Let me move the camera back on here. Alrighty. Look, is this still hot? That is on. No, sir. No ball is, the volleyball is not fitting in there. Football probably would fit. I don't have a football. But yeah, that's as high as it goes. That would have been cool if it worked. It does not. Yeah, top part of the hat press. That's what I'm thinking. But dang, I wish I had a football. But I don't. But I could see it looks like a football would fit right in there going sideways. And you could customize some footballs with the sports team, with a name, senior class. Man, this is a game changer. What else could you do? You could do probably volleyball, because you could use the, not volleyball, softball. You could probably customize some softballs, I would think. I guess I don't know for sure, but I would think. Volleyball and basketball are out, but this is a game changer, being able to increase the height like that. Man, I was not ready to be so excited about this machine today. I'm like so pleasantly surprised with how awesome it is. Let's see. I wonder if you could use the top part of the hat press like you can with the main heat. Oh, if that makes any sense. It does make sense, Kristen. It does indeed. Let me see. So you're going to have to use your glove, but let's see. I'm sure they advise against this because of the risk of burning yourself. But hello. And then you'd plug it in. You could hold, so you set it there while it's warming up. Pick it up with your glove on. Press it on there. And use it. I mean, you couldn't use a hat press like that. Like, that just wouldn't work. You couldn't put something curved into a hat press and hold it like that. But I think with the heat glove, I think you might be good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Should we try that? Should we try to put some vinyl on here? Should we just see if it will work? I kind of want to try it. What say ye crafters? What say ye crafters? Should we try it? Because normally I would use my little mini press in order to do something like that. And I would like press it on like that. But with this curved little creation, I wonder. Maybe I will get my little another little thing for the hat. Go for it. Let's do it. I'm gonna get another one of the things for the hats that I had, and we're gonna press that on. Okay. Be right back. BRB. Okay. Let's try it. Let's try it. We haven't done a let's just try something crazy in a while, right? Okay. So I'm going to try this one, a little crafty challenge. Let's turn this baby on and see. All right, we're going to set it for, oops, that's not what I meant. 3:15. We're going to do it for just like 10 seconds. I don't even really think we need the timer. I'm not going to press it down. I'm just gonna look. You gotta cause some mischief. Oh, Christina and Kristen. Christiana and Kristen. Yeah. But I mean, that's a really great idea, Kristen. I like it a lot. I'm pretty sure it will fit here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're about to try this. We're about to try this and see what we get. This machine is so cool. All right, it's got to warm up. I'm like giddy, like the amount of things you can do with this machine. I just wasn't expecting that. Wow. Hi, Regina. Welcome. I'm glad you're joining us. We're just testing out a whole bunch of stuff today with this new A100. Just seeing if it's going to work. And it's looking like it's going to work. I mean, I don't know about this one. Okay, 300. Look how fast that thing warms up. That was off. Okay. I'm a little nervous, but I think we're good. So I'm gonna put both my gloves on just to be very, very safe. All right, I'm gonna hold it. Oh, I need to put a little Teflon sheet on there. I'm actually going to also put a little tape on it to hold it in place. All right, little volleyball, you're gonna be a crafty challenge volleyball. This might be so cool. I'm thinking senior stuff for real. Okay, I'm putting both the gloves on. Putting on my little Teflon sheet. And we are going to just holding it in place. I'm just kind of guesstimating how long we're using it. I guess I could have used the timer. I'm definitely putting some pressure on it. What on earth? Are you for real? Did it? Oh, y'all, it worked! It worked! It is on there. It is pressed on this volleyball. Knock that thing out of the ballpark. I am so excited. This machine is amazing. Like, for real. We just pressed on a volleyball with this one machine. Vern, you're about to be making all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh. Kristen, what a great idea. Thank you for that. Man. Wear your gloves, wear your gloves, wear your gloves. That is not you cannot do that one without wearing your gloves because this thing is hot. But it can, oh my gosh. I am floored. I'm floored how cool this is. Do you see some senior projects? Do you see some birthdays? Like custom basketballs for a basketball party, volleyball, softball, all the curve things you can do that you cannot do with a regular heat press. Oh my, I'm like tripping out. The amount of things we made today with one press. We did hats, we did mugs, we did tumblers, we did a volleyball, we did a puzzle, we did t-shirt, we did a sweatshirt, all with one machine. One machine. Oh my gosh. This is seriously amazing. I don't know any other machine that can do this. I really do not. Man. This is pretty amazing. I'm kind of in shock because that's a lot of stuff for one machine. I am so happy that we tried it out and we all figured this out together because it's pretty amazing. Wow. I'm just tripping out. I'm like, wait a second, how did you make all this with one machine. And y'all, this is my first time using this machine. So you can see how easy it is to use, how easy it is to switch the attachments. Man. Okay. Thumbs up, huge thumbs up from me for this machine. Like I said, use the discount code for $120 off. It makes it $319. You get all of this for $319. I think that that's winning. So I don't know. I don't know what else you need from like after that. Man, oh man. I'm so glad you guys were here because I'm like, do I believe it? Do I really believe that it's that easy to use? You know, you might because you didn't see me. Maybe somebody's like, I wonder if it's really that easy to use. Y'all saw. You saw how easy. That's wild. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Okay. Someone's going to be adding more things to their sneakers now. Jamila, you're just joining. Girl, we did a volleyball. We pressed a volleyball. This is crazy. This machine is crazy. It's a great deal. Yeah, I'm going to be adding more things to all kinds of stuff. Yo, okay, so to be honest, I'm going to be honest. I thought I was going to come on here today, show you all the stuff that it did, and I was probably going to give this machine away because I was like, I don't need this machine because I have all of these machines. I just didn't feel like there was a need for me to keep it. But now, I mean, I can't do this with any of my machines. I can't make a volley. I can't do curved surfaces like this. So obviously I have to keep it. I have to keep it. Oh my gosh, Jamila, look, it can be used. This thing can be used just like this. So this is the hat press, but you can unattach it or detach it from the main thing and just use the curved surface. Man. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep it now because I can't do that. And you know I need to make some basketballs and volleyballs. I mean, obviously I can make it with my little mini press, but that curve is very, very convenient. Very convenient. Whew, that's a lot. That was a lot today, y'all. We did a whole lot. We did a whole lot with one press. If you want any more information, Kristen has all the background information. She's got all the directions and everything. So she told us to go to HTVRont's website and click under Learn More under the FAQs. And then that's where you'll find the user manual. So that's good information to know since I didn't have that to share with you. We were just winging it today. And look at that. We were winging it and finding out all kinds of stuff. Vern already got hers. Girl, I'm so excited for you because you're about to be making all kinds of great stuff. Oh my gosh. Nanette, you 100% have to watch this replay. Hey, friend. Amazing. I mean, this is the most, we made a volleyball, Nanette. We made a volleyball, customized a volleyball. Man. Give me a couple passes on causing trouble. Yeah, Kristen, that was a great idea. That was a great idea. So your trouble worked out today. And will it work? Man, it worked for everything today. So I'm very impressed with this machine. Man, that's so cool. Yeah, Nanette, watch the replay because we made a million things today and they all worked out fabulously. We figured out you do have to turn your tumbler. We tested both, turning it and not turning it. So yeah, watch the replay. Check it out. Thank you guys for joining me this week. This was so, so fun. I cannot believe this one machine can do all of this, but HTVRont, I love it. Got to give you your props. Next week, I don't know what I'm making yet, but I will be back here again. I think this time works, so we'll stick with noon. And yeah, I think that's the plan. We'll be here noon. I'm going to figure out something to make. I don't know what yet. Well, I'm going to go to Dollar Tree and see what they have for me because I got nothing right now. I've been busy with the boxes. All of the members' boxes went out yesterday. So y'all should have some tracking numbers. Very, very excited for this month's project. Cannot wait for you to see it. Just found out this morning, Jamila is going to be doing it with me for the challenge this month. So much fun. So yeah, I thought I was doing craft against the clock, but Jamila is going to do it with me. So we're going to have a ball this month. So next week, all the members, we're going to be making the project together. I'm going to have the unboxing next Thursday, so you can see all the supplies that are inside. And then I must take my son Micah to college. He's going to college in Nebraska. So I'll be going to Nebraska, dropping another kid at school, and then I'll be back and we'll be doing the challenge. So lots of stuff going on the next week and a half. It'll be fun. But next Wednesday, I'll be here at noon and we will be making something again, trying to see will it work. I can't wait to post this replay of this video because people are going to be like, what? What on earth? It does all that? Yeah. I'm going to go edit this video so it can be posted tomorrow. Yes, you need 3 AA batteries, Charlene. So if you remember, your package is on the way, but you do need 3 AA batteries to complete this month's project. Unfortunately, I cannot ship batteries, and hopefully you have some at home. Don't have to go out and get any. But yeah, you need 3 AA batteries. What is this, Kristen? Cyanotype printmaking with plants on Friday. I don't know what that is. Cyanotype printmaking. I'm going to have to look that up. You always have interesting things that I have not heard of. I'm like in a little bubble. I'm in my little crafty bubble of only things that I make, which is the other thing that's good with the challenge, the Crafty Challenge Club, because it's challenging everyone to try new things. Next month, not this month, but for September, it's something brand new to me as well. So I was trying it out. The thing with the Crafty Challenge Club, everything needs to be beginner friendly. So even though it's new to me, I still want to make sure that it's a simple project. I don't want anything too hard that people are frustrated with, but it's a simple project. Who knew it was so simple? It looks like a really hard project. I had no idea that it was as simple as it is. Something new to me. It's going to be new to you, challenging all of us to get out of our little crafty box that we have ourselves in. We always do the same things, trying new things, challenging. Okay, that's the whole point. Crafty Challenge Club, challenging us to try new things, and Courtney's going to curate them and send them to you, so you don't even have to find a new thing to do. Okay. I did not share about this month's box, Nanette. It's coming though, but it's something fun. This is the biggest box, I think, with all the amount of supplies that are in this month's box. It's the biggest so far, and I wasn't sure if it was going to fit in the regular box. It does. It bent a little bit, but it all fit in the box. So I'm very excited. Some of y'all are going to be getting it tomorrow. Some of y'all that live close to me, you California peeps and Las Vegas peeps, I think yours are coming tomorrow. Okay. Rest of you, I think it's going to be like Friday, Saturday, and Monday. All you far away people. Let's see. Dyeing paper with turmeric. Okay. So I can see if it works before trying it myself. Okay, I will check that out, Kristen. Kristen's got some ideas for me. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me today. This was really fun and very exciting. This was an exciting live. We learned a lot of things today. The HTVRont AutoPress A100. This is a workhorse that you just might need in your craft room because it can do all kinds of stuff. Look it up, check out the link in the description. You will see more information. You will also see a link for $120 off. That's a big discount, so check that out. What else? If you have any ideas for Will It Work Wednesday, message me. You can comment on the video too. Either one, let me know what you want me to try. And that's it. I think that's all I got for you. We have fun today. All right. You have a fabulous rest of your week. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.